Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I'm Robert and this is one of my build episodes, and somebody said that this might be a nice city to show off in a bit of a you drive it thing with the rails, and I thought yeah, it might be a bit too dark now, although I don't know. I think it's alright. So I thought, yeah, that's a great idea. So I decided to maybe I should zoom out one step. I decided to just show it like this and to let this train drive for a little while and to show you a little bit of the city. I'm kind of hoping it's gonna be a bit lighter soon. Although, yeah, maybe it just seems a bit darker for me because it's pretty bright outside, and yeah, I don't know, whatever. I might just tune with the color values in the editor to make it more visible. But yeah, so this is my intro with a little bit of a you drive it thing. Yesterday I tried to record this video and I was successful in recording it, but I was unsuccessful in saving the city in time and I lost all progress. And to keep things consistent, I decided to just delete that episode and start new and maybe even try some different things. I haven't deleted the episode yet, to be honest. It's still on my hard drive, but I probably won't edit it and stuff. And yeah, I was planning to do a bit of a time-lapse episode, but time-lapses take a little bit extra time to edit and render, because it needs to process more frames, so the render software that I'm using takes a little more time. So I'm gonna decide against doing a time-lapse episode this week. Maybe next week I'll do a bit more of a time-lapse episode. And as you can see, it's already gotten day. Maybe this train track doesn't show all that much of the city, but whatever, it's just a relaxing little start of the video. I don't know if people can appreciate this. If you don't, I'll try to put like a breaker in the video that you can, so you can see how long this you drive it part takes. But I don't know, I think it looks kind of fun. Ooh, this road is pretty rough. I might have to change that at some point. It's very bumpy. Don't know what happened there. I think the rail's touching it or something like that. So anyways, that's it for the you drive it portion of the game, of the episode today. Yeah, so what happened yesterday? I'm just gonna switch this to daytime because I don't like to see city at nighttime during building. What happened is I did a lot of decoration around here. I built a little bit of a park. I made something around here. I'm gonna change what I made because I had different ideas actually for this area, so I'm gonna change it a bit to reflect the ideas that I had in mind. And I also built some extra neighborhoods, and I did a little bit of a set of meandering roads, and I built a couple of overpasses for roads around here and one around here. I tried to do one here first, but the rail is like 30 meters lower than this bit, and there's no viaduct for 30 meters, which I can understand. It's impressive that we have viaducts in general, so and we even have two different heights, one for 7.5 and one for 15 meters, and I think for highways there is higher viaduct options, but this is not really an area where you'd find a highway, since all these roads are kind of dead ends and little neighborhoods like this. So yeah, wouldn't make sense to build a highway overpass over there, in my opinion. Though maybe it would if this was to become like a big main road, but then you'd lose so much space, I don't know. But for this episode, yeah, I did a park here with a bit of a pond and stuff. I decorated this, made some bus stops there. I don't know if I want to do buses here. I think it looked alright, but it also looked a bit weird. Maybe I just didn't have the right buses. I'm gonna turn on the grid to see what parts are leveled, and it looks like most of it is leveled. This bit isn't. So what I want to do here is make this into a boulevard. This one actually was a misclick, but I'm going with it, and I think I'll do it like this, or maybe like this. The part that I want to use, or parts, are these. For instance, something like this, and I think these look super cool, to be honest. Yeah, just on their own they don't look super cool yet, but yeah, you can make them look super cool, I think. Although you don't have to agree with me. Links in the description for the parts that I'm using. I'm not yet sure how this is gonna work out, because I think I need to do this, but then there's a lid. So that's the one downside of using this technique for leveling terrain, is that if this point is just a little bit underwater, then it's not gonna work. So what I'm gonna do is use, so this is the increase height tool, and I'm gonna use Shift 4 to get a very small one, and just ever so slightly tap it in order to get this result. And what I'm planning to do is just make a straight bit here, then use one of these chunk lords. I don't know why I called it a chunk lord. Okay, so there's yeah, some fillers there. I didn't actually know there were fillers yesterday, so I didn't use them. Okay, so this is the two bends that you have. One is the inside, it's also like a 2x2 area that you need to keep clear for that. This one will probably go around here, or maybe, I don't know. I might try to do, I hit the wrong button. I might try, the thing is, I've been playing a lot of Factorio, and Factorio has very different hotkeys. I might try to do something like this maybe, and then use like one of these in there to make a bit of a almost diagonal transition. Or I might just do, I don't know yet, I don't know. I might, because this is, I'm planning to make this a beach, right? So maybe I'll just okay, I'll have to look at it and try things out. So these are extender pieces. These are meant for under the bridge kind of stuff. I'm not going to use those right now. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 ortho pieces. This is an empty one. I think, yeah, this one has a bit of a different color to it. Okay, no, it does not. For some reason, some parts get colored differently. It does look like it's a bit too high for some reason, even though I completely leveled it with street bits. I don't know, I guess there's some funky business going on. Yeah, there's a bit of a seam there too. I'm gonna try each piece out to see which has the least of a seam. That also has a seam. This is one with a lamp. There's one with benches, which makes sense at a point like this to have like a place where you can... There's already benches there, of course, but then there's some bonus benches. I think that's alright. Yeah, that also has a bit of seam. I don't want to trash talk this mod or whatever, because I think a lot of effort went into this, and I do think it looks absolutely stunning with the colors of all the stones. Yeah, but there's some bits that are a bit weird, like the color of the concrete thing. It's a bit different here and there. So this was the benches, and here I'll show the planters. I think those look pretty cool as well. And the empty one, because these all have lanterns, right? So yeah, I don't know why you'd use the empty one. If you want an empty bit, then just use the one with the lantern, I think. So that's this one, Ortho Light. So I'm gonna just alternate that and probably end it like that, because I think that looks okay-ish. I don't know. Opinions might differ from mine. I'm probably gonna lower this terrain to make it look more like a beach. I'm not sure yet how the beach is gonna really look. But there's planters. I'll alternate the planters and the benches as well, because this is maybe a bit weird to have a pattern like this, but I do think you often see patterns in decorations like this in real life, and it also makes the decision making of which thing you want where a lot easier. So I think it's alright. I think I want to just use control here and very slightly lower this terrain. You can also use like strokes where you don't just hold down the mouse button, but make gentle strokes like this to keep the terrain a bit more smooth. And if you want to raise it, you can move the other way, and that way you can pretty gently. And I'm holding control here because control reduces the area of the effect. Okay, and now we're seeing some more sand develop here. Some of the grass is dissipating. It doesn't just reduce like the circle, right? It also reduces how strong the effect is. So it so let me show the difference here. If I use no control, that's like that, and if I use control, it's like very gentle. So I pretty much undid whatever I started with there. I'm just gonna keep making little strokes here. And I think there's a bit of... I do want to try to keep the shoreline as much as it was. So I'm just gonna try to make all of this very close to the same level without it being absolutely flat. At some point I'm just gonna put some plants over here as well to have like a bit of a... I don't know. Yeah, I'll just do a bit of this. I don't know. I think I want this to be a little less bumpy over here. And then just make it a bit more random by doing some random strokes around here. Alright, I think that's about what I was looking to do. And now I have like options, because I might want to do a bit of a street that goes into this beach and it just ends in a bit of a dirt street maybe, or just a concrete street. So that means I need a slope somewhere, maybe in this direction. Yeah, alright, let's set that up for a bit. And I think it would make sense to have it end over here. I don't know how big this height difference is though. Okay, that looks alright. I specifically didn't want it to touch this road because I didn't want to touch the road. So it looks pretty much alright already. And let's just start with the normal street here. And see what we can do with all the seawall stuff. Maybe I want this to be over here. I think I want it to be over there. Okay, what I'm gonna do is just transfer the slope by dragging roads next to it. And now I'm gonna undo the terrain change that slope made over here. And maybe just flatten. Oh, okay. Okay, there's a decent level over there, so I'm gonna try to flatten it like that then. Okay, that seems alright to me, though it might be a bit weird still. Let's just make this. Maybe I can do a transition piece actually. So these are transition pieces for the street add-on mod. You can place these like this, I think, and then use the street add-on mod like this on one part and have it transition into a different style. They don't both need to be street add-on mod styles, because over here you can see it transition into a normal street style. And then maybe just do it like that. Probably gonna do some plants around here to blend that in a bit better. But that's pretty much what I was looking for with that, I think. And so I lost some seawalls around here, so let's redo that pattern. We had the lights every other block. And I'm just gonna continue it along this slope. And maybe just no. This would probably look weird, right? Yeah, it looks a bit weird because it's like clipping the road over there. So I don't know how to end it yet here, but I think probably will look okay to use one of these. I think that does look okay. And then over here we'll need one of those as well. This looks a bit weird. So what I want to do here is do a bit of this to transfer this and make this a bit more, I don't know, like this is actually a barrier without the ground clipping it like it did before. Also light, let's just plant some down. And I'm not sure how to end it in this direction yet, but it's probably also gonna involve one of these, and then maybe something like that. Okay, I think that looks alright. I'm looking for the one with the benches now, because I do think benches make a bit more sense over there. And I'm just gonna alternate it like I said I would on this side and over there as well, why not? Now as you can see here, these things are being a bit weird, and that's because the terraforming I did changed the ground a bit So I'm just gonna tap these. I don't know why I'm using the word tap this much. It's not really a word I normally use. Not sure yet how to solve this one. Yeah, over here the same problem really is occurring. So let's just make everything the same height again. And that looks a lot better. Of course it still looks weird with all the street bits in there, but I'll fix that in a second. Maybe this would look better with a different sand texture. I don't know. It doesn't really look like a very inviting beach yet. I might also need some beach props or whatever. I do think I want to do something like this and just make this line a bit cleaner. I'm not sure what the effect of that will be once I delete it. And there's the this amount of grass. I guess it's because it's next to the seawall. I don't know. I maybe don't want to worry about that too much. Okay, so over here we have some more seawall. I'm planning to make this a short episode. Both because my episodes have just been way too long recently. And I think it's kind of rude of me to expect you guys to watch an hour of me just building stuff. So I don't want to make you go through that again. So it's just gonna be this build here, probably. And I hope it's gonna turn out nice, but we'll have to wait and see. So I could just do this, and I think that makes sense because I'm just gonna plop some buildings. Well, I'm gonna grow some buildings in here, and it makes sense to me to then just end it like that. So I'm expecting a big building there. Probably gonna do a very small bit of road. Let's see. So I'm looking at the gaps that I'm creating. So there's 2x3 there maybe. Maybe I'm gonna make this a 2x4 and just do something like that. Some small shops here or some plazas. Pet malls, I mean. So let's pick a texture that would fit that. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm going with the white one because I think it fits beachy kind of areas more. Though this is not a super beachy area yet. Whatever. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I think I want it to face inward. I don't know why. Let's just see what 2x4 will look like. Yeah, these are either gonna be I'm gonna make them plazas because they don't need to be pet malls, and plazas look like they could be pet malls, but they're just decoration, so people can't walk on them. Pet malls are really nice for when you want to make like an area where people can just walk to the job or stuff like that. Or over here, people can just come to the train station by rail or whatever means, cross the street and enter this pet mall area. And they can also drive over here to this parking garage, which is probably what most of them are doing now. Yeah, so they drive over there. Maybe that is because the pet mall doesn't touch the road directly. I think what I'll do is maybe try to put a bus stop there. No, I'll put a pet mall there. A pet mall piece. Okay. So we have pet mall running around like that. Maybe do a roundabout thingy like here. We have a bit of a boulevard pet mall thingy. And let's first of all remove all the streets. well, all the streets, some of the streets. I think what I want to do here is make the straight bits red and the not so straight bits the pavement replacing color that I have. I think this would make sense, and to have some small shops here also makes sense to me. I think what I'll do is just continue some of this and try to connect over here, maybe put a bus stop in order to ensure that they can connect over there. I haven't placed many bus stops in the city yet, so I might start doing that soon as well. Red ones for straight. Let's just do like a little bit of a pattern there, and I don't know. This is the one like that, something like that. Although panels and diagonals don't really work well together, if I'm not mistaken, because diagonals are counted by the game as being a bunch of intersections, and intersections don't really work with panels for some reason. There's probably a network add-on mod developer out there, although out there somewhere, not really. It's not like, okay, I used Q to cancel my thing. I think that's a Factorio thing as well. Yeah, okay, let's do it like that. I don't know what, I think I'll just do some plazas there. Though plazas might be a bit expensive. Let's do a flower garden in the middle while we're at it. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna need to find some decorations for this beach area. I do have some stuff, but it's like swimmers and stuff like that. Let's see here. I could do tents, but I think tents look a bit weird on the beach. Although you could make a campfire little area and stuff like that. Yeah, so I have kayaks. Okay, I guess that's a van with the kayak. Let's just make it like a... Okay, I also have... Okay, those look weird because they are sinking in the water. I think I had some that don't sink in the water. There's deserted bathers maybe? Okay, didn't see what plopped there. Okay, is it just this? Okay, that looks a bit weird to me, to be honest. I mean, it's good that you try to make something for the game, but it doesn't always have to be the greatest thing. Windows strong. Bunch of cars. I don't know, I thought I had some better kayak kind of stuff, but the betas also look weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to download some beach decoration stuff. I want some parasols over here, maybe a bit of a beach bar, whatever. Maybe that doesn't make sense. I think it would look kind of cool here. Just a bit of a beach bar and stuff. So I'll think about that and come back to that. For now, over here I'll do some more decorating, and I'm gonna show some JPN wall stuff. JPN probably means Japanese, and I think that indicates that the modder is from Japan. But okay, so there's this one, and there's also the one with GL and PP. I think I started with the PP, which is, I don't know what the difference is or what it means. Pipe and GL. I think this is maybe more for highways, this is more for just rural areas or whatever. I think that one would make more sense since there's a road right there. But let's, okay, this texture looks pretty cool. Nice and gritty. Let's look at some of the other textures though. I don't know. The depth simulation in the texture is comes a bit weird. Comes across a bit weird to me. Let's look at the stones. I think I've shown the stones in one of my videos. Yeah, I believe I did. It was one of the older videos. I don't know which one of these I used though. By the way, I believe I have another set that would be in the power menu maybe? Yeah, so there's this lot that enables, or it will enable these things. I have to remove these MMLing things because, yeah, either just combine your stuff under one button and make me tap through it, or don't, and just, but this MMLing thing, what it does is, I mean, it looks, oh yeah, that's a pretty nice one. I think I'll use that one actually. This one fits more on the shore, I think. But the thing that it does is, for instance, if I click like this, now I have to go into the menu and do it again. And well, this looks weird because there's stairs and they're not on the slope, but let's it makes the game treat these bits as menu buttons. No, not menu, but as monuments. And monuments, it makes sense for a monument to stop you from just plopping 20 of them down, because by design they are supposed to be a bit of a unique thing. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, that's just the texture. Yeah, I think I'll use that one. And with those guardrails, so that I think is the GL one. And yeah, maybe it makes, yeah, so it's just a bit of a awkward way of placing down things when you have to go into the menu for especially these types of things, right? Because in my opinion, by nature, by the nature of what they are, you kind of want to put like a bunch of them down. Does this look weird? To some extent, but let's not stare at it too long. Let's just accept it for what it is. I guess I'll do one of these over here then. Maybe this whole road is a bit weird to be, I don't know, maybe real life is weird like that sometimes as well. So this is basically a way of adding some extra flavor to your cities by just plopping some of these down. And these look okay now, but if you put them on like hilly terrain, sometimes the vertices of the terrain are the wrong way around and it might derp out, and there's no way to fix that apart from a mod that makes it so things turn into cliffs more quickly, and it fixes it because cliffs are drawn a bit differently. They take an extra calculation step to determine which way to split up the vertices. I guess that's just to make sure. Wait, do I want this? Sure, I think that's okay. Maybe I'll keep it like that. No, I think I'll... I'm not sure what what this area is gonna be. I guess I want some offices or stuff like there. I don't know why this turned into a road. I don't remember making it a road, so let's just unroad it. And since we are using this one over here, although this bit being that way doesn't really make sense. I don't know. I think I'll just do a street bit like that. Sometimes you have weird streets like that in real life as well. And sometimes you don't. Let's make a 2x4 like that. Let's make a 2x3 here. Just add some padmals to extend. Let's do some of these. Why not? Some over there to keep it symmetrical. Maybe do something. Nah, I think that would start to look weird pretty soon. Maybe it already looks weird. You can let me know in the comments. And you could also just keep it to yourselves. Of course, I don't know. I don't mind building weird stuff. I hope you're not offended by some of the weird stuff that I built. I hope you don't expect me to build perfect stuff just because I record myself and put it on YouTube. I'm not more talented at this stuff than you are. I'm not recording myself because of my talent or my charisma or whatever. I'm just doing it because I like this game. And at some point somebody asked me, really, I could maybe post a video of how I made these things that I was sharing in screenshots on Reddit. And I made a video and people watched, and that's basically why I'm still doing it, because people keep watching. Although I guess I've been having a little less views as of late. Maybe I lost my touch. Maybe it's the time of year. I do think that it, at least in part, was because I was making videos that are 1 hour long. And I probably think about this stuff too much. Shouldn't worry too much about these things. I'm trying not to worry. Ooh, why does that... What's going on with that? Oh, I guess it's because it's not flat. Yeah, looks a bit better like that, I guess. I can plant some trees there or whatever. Alright. Yeah, this has been a bit of a short video, I hope. I haven't really kept track of time. I'm just gonna save it now to prevent what happened last time. I'm gonna show some closing shots here, so I'm just gonna keep talking, anticipating that I'm filling this time with some closing shots that I record after I stop talking. And I probably cut out the time it took me to save. I don't know, this beach area doesn't look very epic yet, though I don't know, maybe it will look epic at some point. I don't really have a lot of sky rises yet because the city is still small, it still needs to grow a lot, and a lot of this area is kind of wasted on empty space, so I might need to step up the efficiency around in this direction. Well, you can't see which direction I meant, but in the direction that it's gonna have to start growing soon. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you liked the video. I hope it's a bit shorter. I might just cut some stuff out, I don't know. And I'd like to see you again. Goodbye.